So we can be seated for a few moments. We'll conclude our service, but I just wanted to share a couple thoughts, not let this opportunity go by without really paying tribute to what Andrew spoke about and Maddie spoke about. I want to begin, however, with just recycling a little part of a little sermon a while back. I try not to do it, but Andrew actually remembered one and shared it with me the other day, and I thought, yeah, that was actually very interesting. It wasn't even my idea, so I'm going to share it with you again, and he'll bear with me. It requires a little participation. So all you have to do is think for a moment. Don't tell me what you think the rabbi wants to hear, right? Think of a holy person. Whatever comes to your mind's eye, think of it. Share with me the image, the person that came to your mind. Anybody want to share? A little chutzpah? Share? Of course, Maddie will share. Gandhi, a holy man, of course. Mother Teresa, right? Always vying for the top two in the holy. Sam Katz, I was going to say Sam Katz. Sam Katz, the Zaidi, Grandpa, right? Sam. Any others? Me. My wife is going to, she gave me a look right now. Not so much you, but thank you. I'll pay you later, Joey. So the truth is whenever I do this exercise in a class setting, it's 75% to 90%, some similar image of Gandhi, of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, the Rabbi, or Santa Claus, right? It looks like the Rabbi with the red hat, black hat, same look, same features. Either they have a beard, or the payas, the side curls, or a robe, or, it doesn't matter. Once in a while you get Mother Teresa, but by and large, we think of holiness with this very narrow kind of window of a person. Nothing wrong with those amazing people, right? Obviously, we're saying them because we do think they're holy, but there's a problem with that. Because none of us really look like that, and some of us can never be that. For all of the young women in our midst, right, they'll never be a Zaidi, I don't think, a grandpa. They'll never have the long beard. We can't attain this image of holiness, and even for those of us who are males, we don't wear the clothing that we describe as holy. So we have a real problem on our hands, because we have created a culture, a society, where we have basically priced ourselves out of holiness. We can't attain it. We can't become it. We can't achieve it. And I believe there are deep consequences when we create a religious image that none of us can achieve, so therefore most of us opt out. If you can't attain the great heights, then why bother? Right? There's a joke that goes something like this. Mother Teresa died, went to heaven. She was greeted, of course, by God at the pearly gates. God said, "Be thou hungry, Mother Teresa. You want to eat?" And she says, "No, I could eat. Right? I could have a little something." So God says, "We'll get some takeout. Here's a little pastrami on rye." They have it. It's fine. She looks down in hell and she sees they're having a lavish banquet with all this home-cooked food. Second day goes by. He says, "You want to eat?" She says, "No, I could eat a little something." They get Chinese takeout. They have it, and all is fine. But she looks down and she sees all of these people. Again, lavish banquet. Who am I, says Mother Teresa, to challenge God? But she does. She challenges God. And he says, to tell you the truth, Teresa, it's just not cost-effective to cook for two people, right? It's not cost-effective to cook for two people. Up on heaven, that's what we think of. We think of heaven with Mother Teresa and God and Gandhi and Martin Luther King and your Zaidi. But other than that, most of us won't arrive there because we have created a definition of holiness that is just unattainable. And we read in today's Torah portion this morning, and it continues on into this evening, which we read about, the Jewish view of holiness. The Jewish view of holiness, we read, Daber kol adat b'nei Yisrael. God says to Moses to speak to the entirety of the people of Israel. Amarta alehem kadoshim tihiyu. Say to them, you can be holy. Ki kadosh ani Adonai lehechem. Because I am holy. You can be holy. It's a very simple message, but it's a very important message. You can be holy. As Jews, we don't believe anybody is born holy. You have to earn it. You have to work for it, but you can become holy, and not just Mother Teresa and Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr., but you and you and you and me. We can become holy from a Jewish perspective. Jew, Gentile, man, woman, child, senior, everybody in between. It's attainable, and we have to reclaim a sense of real-time, realistic, attainable holiness, or we're going to lose the entire enterprise of Judaism, of religion, because we're going to write it off as archaic, as irrelevant, as not applicable to my daily life. Judaism says it is applicable, it is relevant, it's the only thing that's relevant. So what is holiness in Judaism? The first time we see the word kadosh, holy, is not in regards to a person, not Moses. It's not in regards to a place. It's not Mount Sinai or the Ten Commandments or the temple. All of those things become holy later on, but the first time the word is used is in regards to Shabbat. Vayivarech Adonai et Shabbat v'kadeshoto. God creates the Shabbat. God creates this place, this time, and God says that's holy. Judaism believes holiness begins in time, not in place, not in space, not in people, but in time. It's a very interesting idea, and it was unique when Judaism created it, that God is found not in place or space, but God is found in time. The Hebrew word for time, zman, same word for invitation, zimun. Time is an invitation for us to become holy. How? It's a very simple but not so simple thing. And from this I draw upon the wisdom of our Buddhist brothers and sisters. They say before there is enlightenment, you chop wood, you carry water, and then you wake up. You have an epiphany, right? You have a mountaintop moment. And then what do you do afterwards? You chop wood and you carry water. You do the same activity, but it's no longer the same activity. And you remember what an author who I love, Dan Millman, wrote in his second book. He wrote The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, but in his second book, he wrote, there are no ordinary moments. Right? No ordinary moments. There are no ordinary moments. That is the Jewish thesis, that every moment is, at least has the potential to become extraordinary. Teacher of mine, Rabbi Erwin Kula, says there's only two categories in life. There's the holy and there's the not yet holy. And our duty is to go into the not yet holy and make it holy. How? By realizing that there is no ordinary moment. Moments are all we have. There is no yesterday. There is no tomorrow. It's a figment of our imagination. There's now, there's now, there's now, there's now. And if you can be awake and aware and you can pay attention and you can see, as this family is seeing, I mean, you know when somebody is seeing the moment because they're felling. Their heart is welling up and their tears are filling up and there's nachas, there's joy, and that's what we're doing right now. And we should be doing it now. If you can't do it now, you can never do it. However, it should continue on into the party tonight, which I'm sure it will, and on to tomorrow Sunday morning at the brunch, and then tomorrow evening, and then back into our daily, mundane, routine lives when we're mowing the yard and changing messy diapers, welcome to my world, and going to work, sitting in traffic, going to school, right? Those are the moments where we can look at chopping wood and carrying water and realize that it's not just chopping wood and carrying water. It's chopping wood, it's carrying water. These are the moments that make up the entity we call our lives. And so we're going to go into a few moments of paying attention, of being awake, of being aware, of consciously making an ordinary moment extraordinary, of consciously turning the not yet holy into the holy. We're going to enter in with Maddie and one of the cantors, Cantor Alana, into the standing prayer, the Amidah, whether you're Jewish or